Hi gorgeous, you're probably sitting at home now with your water bottle with some chocolate and Netflix and really bad period cramps thinking, how on earth am I going to get over this? But have you noticed, is it like this every month or is every month different? And also what you can do moving forward is noticing how strong your period pains are each month. If they are bigger and stronger sometimes, what are you doing differently? And when your period cramps are lighter, what are you doing differently here? And this might encompass two of the main factors that I'm going to talk about is the foods that you're eating and the movement and the exercise that you are or aren't doing. Hi gorgeous, I'm Katie and here at the School of Sensuality, everything I teach has been tried and tested. I have been playing and experimenting everything around period cramps for a couple of years and I've honestly found the best foods and the best movement that is really going to support you. And that's what I'm going to go into on this video. It's really common and all that we've really been taught is when you have your period that it's normal to sit at home to watch Netflix to get the chocolate out. And whilst there's nothing wrong with that, at the same time, you're not actually caring and giving to your body as much as you could do. So when you're actually lying down and sitting down, there's no movement in your body. A lack of movement is a lack of blood flow, which then increases the period cramps. So when you actually move your body and work with yourself around the period cramps, they start easing. And I'm not saying that you need to go and do a gym workout or run a marathon when you have your period. Absolutely not. These 3 gentle exercises are really going to support you in that. And they're things that you can do sitting on your bed right now. Before we go ahead, I just want to let you know why period cramps are happening so you can understand a little bit more. The period cramps happen because the muscles in your lower belly tighten to help you release the period flow. Your body releases chemicals that tell those muscles to squeeze. That squeezing is normal, but sometimes it's way too strong. And like I said, when that happens, the blood flow to the area gently reduces. And just like any muscle in the body, less blood and oxygen is more pain. And we're all built differently. So maybe your friend's period or your mum's period is different to the way yours are because every human body is so different. The amount of pain that you may have goes by the amount of inflammation in the body, maybe from the foods that you're eating. If you're having too much McDonald's or sugary foods or ice cream, then you've also got stress and overwhelm. Are you having arguments in your relationship? How is your communication in work? Are you hating your job? What is the level of stress and unhappiness in your life at the moment before and around your period? Because that is such a big one for the body. And like I said, the other big one is sitting or lying still for too long. Cramps isn't your body being broken. It's where your body is asking for support, warmth, circulation, and gentle movement. A couple of years ago, I was curled up with paracetamol to the side of my bed, just trying to watch a movie and relax. And I couldn't understand why for 3 days I was curled up in a ball with so much pain. If you're new around here at the School of Sensuality, I'm not someone who just lets things happen. I actually want to grow through it. I want to learn, I want to move through, and I teach you all the same things here at the School of Sensuality. So I got really curious. Why am I having so many period pains? Why is 1 month of my period pains different to the next month? Why did I have more blood flow in the others and blood clots in the others? Why could sometimes I was so alive and active and other times I was just in so much pain? I explored and I continue to explore everything about periods, and I have personally been tracking my period cycle for a number of years. And so I'm just going to quickly touch on your period cycle here and how you can learn to track it. So there is a multitude of apps out there and I highly recommend this. I use Clue myself. It's really simple. All you have to do is just log in when you first get your period, but also what I really suggest is logging in your emotions and your feelings. Women are not built like men. Men are built with a 24-hour cycle. They wake up, they have their day, they go to sleep, they repeat the pattern Monday to Sunday. A woman's body is so not the same. We have 4 weeks in a month. Think of it like seasons: spring, summer, autumn, winter. Your body in 1 month is exactly the same. So on the app, you can track when you get your period, how you're feeling before your period, how you're feeling after your period, when you are ovulating, so you know you have to be careful around the bedroom in this point, when you're in your luteal phase, which is the week before your period. I do have another video explaining more of actually in depth on how to track your cycle, so I'm going to link that at the end. But just a bit of a summary, and what I really want you to start tracking after this video is your feelings and your emotions. Because the more that you start understanding your personal cycle, you are going to learn so much more about yourself. You are going to learn how you feel, if you're sad, happy, or angry in each week. And then from that, you will be able to direct your life accordingly to your feelings, such as when you get your period, and if you're tracking it, it's like, okay, I know my period is coming on the 10th of the month. I know I'm going to be in a lot of pain then, so I'm not going to be organizing any social activities in that month. I know when I'm ovulating, I'm so alive and so turned on and so magnetic. This is a time when I'll try and maybe make some new friends, or I'll learn a new sport, because your energy is heightened. In your follicular phase, this is when you're more creative and in tune with your body. So maybe, you know what new TikToks do you want to make? And then in your luteal phase, that's a moment when you come inwards, you relax. This is a really important time to notice how you're feeling, because at this phase in the window is when a lot of arguments in a relationship can happen, because you and your body are not feeling alive, just feeling flat. But you try and be someone and try and show up for your relationship, and the man doesn't understand this. This is why it's so important to track your feelings and emotions throughout the month. When you've done this for 3 months, you will then start seeing the common denominators between each week and each cycle. I do go more into this in the other video, but I just wanted to give you a little bit more awareness since we're on the topic of periods. So now I'm going to come into what foods that you want to be eating around this time of the month. Food is medicine during your period. The root vegetables like sweet potato and pumpkin are really grounding for your body. They help stabilize blood sugar, just like the warm soups and stews do, which can reduce mood swings and fatigue, and they're really supporting your body. Magnesium helps relax muscles, including the muscles of the uterus. So foods like bananas and dark leafy greens can really help to reduce the cramps and tensions and potentially headaches. Then you've got ginger and turmeric, which are natural anti-inflammatories. They help reduce inflammation and improve your circulation, which can lessen pain and bloating. And the spices gently warm the body and support relief from deep aching cramps. Hot teas like ginger, chamomile, or peppermint actually really calm the nervous system and relax your tummy, supporting with digestion, reducing bloating, and bringing a comfort and care to yourself. Okay, my love, now we're going to go into the exercises. So I have 3 for you. The first one, I want you to find a space where you can just place your feet on the floor, your hands on your tummy, and take long, deep breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. And each time noticing your tummy rise and your tummy fall. It's totally fine for you to bring some touch to your tummy as well, letting your tummy know that you're here to care for it, you're here to love it, and you're here to support her. Continue taking those long, deep breaths in and focusing on relaxing your tummy each time. Now gently, we're going to do 10 circles in one direction, moving your hips. You don't need to be big circles. They can be as much as you need in this moment. When you've done 10 circles in one direction, you're going to do 10 circles in the other direction. Continuing the long, deep breaths and keeping your hands on your tummy. I want you to visualize the area of your tummy and what's happening in your uterus, the lining that's shedding and the blood that is flowing. You're allowing yourself to flow with it here. There's no right or wrong way to do this. It's whatever feels comfortable in your body. I just want you to move and open up space to move the contractions and the blood flow through. And now we're going to bring a bit of freestyle movement to your body. So moving it in a way and in an angle that feels right for you. A little bit to the left, a little bit to the right. Keep on breathing, keep on being kind to yourself. Like I said earlier, the contractions and the pain come from when there is a lack of movement. This is helping you and supporting you. You can't do this wrong. So when you've had a bit of a move and a bit of a shimmy about, your body feels a little bit more released and relaxed. Gently, keeping your feet placed on the floor, you're going to bring some touch to your lower back. Just gently massaging this part of your body and relaxing it, because here it also becomes a little bit tight when we have our periods. So that's the first exercise. There's obviously a couple in there, but this is a standing movement one. And now we're going to come into a seated position. Number 2, starting seated, bringing awareness to your tummy with your breath. Don't be in your head overthinking in your thoughts. I just want you to be present in this moment. When you feel relaxed, you're gently going to turn to the side and laying on your back, bringing your knees to your chest. Never forcing the movement, just allowing yourself to feel and rocking yourself from left to right. Make sure you're on a flat surface so you don't roll down the bump in the hill like I'm about to do. Rocking alleviates tension in the lower back and creates more of space in your tummy here. So we're going from left to right and then we're going forwards and backwards. Remember, this isn't a race. This is just you and your body moving through the pain. Gently, easily, and bit by bit. Keep on breathing, never hold your breath, just rocking forwards and backwards and noticing, okay, I can feel more pain on the left side here or more on the right side. How can you breathe deeper and let that go? At any time throughout these exercises, if it gets a little bit too much for you, you can simply relax. Never force yourself, never push yourself. So now we're going to come gently into the third exercise, which is a stomach massage. So for this one, you want to be lying down on your back somewhere as comfortable, and start by placing one or both hands on your lower belly. You can do this through your clothes, or it's best with skin to skin contact and potentially using some massage oil. Just starting to let your body feel your touch. Breathing in deeply and breathing out. Gently using your fingertips to begin to bring some pressure in a way that feels comfortable to you, to your tummy. As you can see here, I'm experimenting with different types of pressure. Sometimes light and sometimes soothing. Sometimes a little bit deeper, but always listening to what your body wants. So using your fingertips only in this moment, and now come into circular motions. From your belly button out towards the side, and just finding those tender, sweet spots. Letting your belly breathe and know it's safe to relax. Moving your hands in one direction, following the natural flow of digestion and breathing into your body. Now with this movement, we're placing one hand over the other as we're bringing the energy up through our system. Imagine you're warming and melting the muscles underneath with your hands, and you're inviting in space and ease. There's absolutely no right or wrong way to do this. Now you can come back to pressure just around the belly button area. You're not forcing yourself here, you're simply just feeling. Your body will communicate with you, your body will let you know what feels good, what you want more of, maybe more to the left or more to the right. It's not about doing it right, it's about working with yourself. And then gently coming over, focusing on just the left side of your tummy, using your fingertips to move the energy around, feeling your body inside of you and potentially noticing any contractions in your tummy. Following your breath and gently moving over to the right side. There's no pressure, there's no rush. This is simply for you and your body. Your body is so magical, and the more connection you can bring to her through skin-to-skin contact is going to support you so much. At any time it gets too much, you can just relax, bringing your touch to your tummy, following your deep breaths. So there's 3 exercises that you can explore and get curious about every time you're on your period. Make sure you save this for next month, and I will see you next time.